410 knockout. Real good job, too. Ain't no doubt about that. Gotta love the hazer. Gotta love being able to get to the antenna. Yeah, I tell you, my next one's going to have a hazer on it. This one's still on the crank up, so I can only get down to 23 feet. You still got to get up there, 23 feet ain't no joke, You still got to get up there and work on it, Whereas the hazer, oh man, that's the way to go. That's the cat's meow, so they say. Hello to you one more time. Hey, have a good day out there. Knockout MotormouthMaul cruising this thing. I got down right there, breakup.
695 in Memphis, 88 Mojave Desert, California, waving back.
Well, 410 knockout, take care of some of the audio too, by the way, is superb, nice and loud, the bass is full, rich audio too. Say knockout, take care of 73s, while you're working at great big old 25 build. MotormouthMaul, your West Coast beast, got down right there, break.
Barbecue show.
Hello out there, West Coast Beast, 445, just got on the radio.
445, out there, 445, while you're on the radio, or warfare audio working out there, no doubt about that. 445, I think I have a sloppy copy or some kind of a grip on my lip. I'm going to roll up in there one more time. I don't need all that audio up in there. 445, right there. Still too much audio up in there, but there you go. 445, radio man, radio station, MotormouthMaul, waving right back at you. Break up.
Out there, MotormouthMaul, I'm going to holler at 88. He keyed up out there first. Hey, MotormouthMaul and 88, 445. I'm back here doing my thing on top of the hill. Sounding real good out there. 88, Motormouth, tempo.
All right, 445, have a great day. Hey, 445, hope you have a great day. 88, Mojave Desert, California. Good getting on down.
All right, there, 88, you have a good day, too. We'll see you later. Hey, MotormouthMaul, 445. Hey, I like that audio. Sounded real good.
410, yeah, I like this one too. And yeah, it's pretty mellow. It's kind of it's just a better, smoother, mellower sound, I think. Fuller, richer, kind of an all-encompassing kind of a sound. So we're gonna stick with it for a little bit. I did roll a little bit of the reverb down from was it yesterday or day before yesterday? Anyway, I had a little bit more reverb than I needed up in there, so I figured I'd pull it down. It was the reverb was more noticeable on a mid-rangey radio, like a regular stock CB radio, and then less noticeable on the wideband receivers. And I set the reverb while I was listening to the wideband receivers, so I thought, man, maybe I'll set the reverb, the worst-case scenario, which would be the mid-rangey receivers, and then I'll let it be whatever it is on the wideband receivers. You can't please them all. You can't make it all the same on all of them at the same time. Ain't no doubt about that. So I think a little bit less is probably good. Hey, 445 Radio Man, you got a maul down coming out here from the Magnolia. Good morning time to you.
Good morning time, right back. Yeah, I had to put a 5-pound weight on this Kenwood speaker. All that reverb, man, it was dancing on the shelf. Tempo.
10-4 and a 5-pound weight on the speaker. Yeah, I tell you what, it's, every so often I see that over here. You know, I'll see stations roll up in here with a big bunch of audio, and man, these doggone stage monitors, man, they weigh about 35 pounds a piece, 30 pounds a piece, roughly, and man, they start maybe 35 pounds, 40 pounds a piece. I don't know. They're heavy. 15-inch two-way stage monitors, PV stage monitors, and man, they start rattling along the floor, man, like they're alive. They're break.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I had some snap-on chokes sitting on top of the speaker, this Kenwood speaker, and they was dancing off.
10-4. You gotta put a glass of water up on the speaker, you know, like the Jurassic Park thing, you know, and then the rings of water, you know, and like from Jurassic Park, the break.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, make the water vibrate in the glass. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I heard you and Bayou Boy talking earlier about the antennas and towers. I've never had one up 72 feet. Is it a lot of difference from 50 feet?
Well, let me tell you this much. I'm not going to say 72 feet is always better than 60 feet. 72 feet, anywhere in that range, you will find there are times, and it's not always the same with each person at each distance, but there are times because of Mother Nature's changing the biosphere conditions, you find that having adjustment of that height in the tower positioned vertically above the ground will definitely, help out your signal, both arrival. So having the ability to adjust the tower is humongous. So properly set antenna for the conditions at hand. It's not necessarily true that one height is better than all others. So I won't even begin to, I find myself thinking, oh, gee, for right now, my antennas say it's 65 feet, or 60 feet, I think is where it is right now. But other days I find that I got to crank it down to 48 feet, 54 feet, sometimes up higher, and sometimes I can be looking at a signal. I did this test with derail. I did this test with 955 in Texas, where I moved the antenna going to Texas, but derail moved the antenna when we did the test to derail, and I did it with switchblade, where I moved the antenna as well. And I could find that sometimes just lowering the tower or raising it 1.5 feet suddenly put me in the right zone, and I picked up almost 2 S units with sometimes as little as 1.5 feet of movement. So it's amazing how much benefit there is. Just as people spend time, if you think about it, look at it sideways, look at it from a top view, for example. If you got a rotor and you turn your antenna 5 or 10 degrees here or 5 or 10 degrees there, it makes a big difference on your S meter. Well, likewise, if you look at it sideways and raise and lower your antenna, your takeoff angle goes up and down a few degrees. Well, that same adjustment, that same amount of effect is noticeable just as much in height as it is in azimuth. So elevation and azimuth are both important. So if you're going to have a tower to try to get better reception and to transmit better, because of course it works with reciprocity, I would say a tower that goes up and down within the range of, say, 70 feet down to as low as you can go, but no lower than 40 if you're going to talk on it. Anything down around a wavelength or less, and you start becoming a cloud burner. You start sending an awful lot of RF up to the ionospheres straight up, and we don't have what's called. And you know what's cool about this radio? There's 3 minutes right there. It didn't unkey because I'm on a 29LX now. I'm not on the Richard anymore. But anyway, sorry for the long key. But yeah, we don't have NVIS or near vertical incident skip here on this frequency. So it makes a big difference to have the takeoff angle just right. But anyway, that was probably not exactly the shortest answer I could have come up with, but it was an excuse to spike this mic and drop this hammer from time to time. Hello to you one more time, 445 Radio Man, radio station, MotormouthMaul, your West Coast, under modulated beast, dropping a hammer. I got down right there, breaker.
Yeah, 10-4, I got it all. You said it all. Hey, it's a good thing we wasn't in court. You was on the stand, because that wasn't a yes or no answer. 10-4.
Roger. Yeah, I don't know how to do. Yeah, I'm not real good at yes or no answers or break.
Yeah, that was good. That's the answer I was looking for. Hey, I appreciate it, because I went from 36 feet to 50 feet, and it was a pretty huge difference in my ears there, 10-4.
410, but as the conditions change, you might find that had you been able to move it, you could have found a difference. But, and would one be better? And overall, I mean, if you're comparing 30-something to 50-something, by all means, 50 is better because of that cloud burning issue. But between, say, 50 and 60, or 60 and 64 and 52, or, when we did the test with derail, it was funky because I noticed that the distance between the two peaks that we got on his signal, I went all the way from, he went from 72 all the way down, and as he passed through the range, he hit 2 spots, and they were roughly 9 feet apart. Well, what is 9 feet? A physical quarter wavelength. So, it's a matter of nodes and antinodes, and finding that right spot, for the signal to be the best that it can be. So, it's real. It ain't no figment of my imagination. That's for doggone sure. Hello to you, 445 Radio Man, MotormouthMaul, look around the Magnolia, I got down.
All right, SoCal.
All right there, MotormouthMaul, you better cool that antenna off. Hey, I appreciate it. I got it all on video gate. Hey, you know what they say, video gates don't lie. Hey, Motormouth, I'm reading the mail. I appreciate it.
Well, again, that's right. The video gates don't lie. 445. The video gates don't lie. They some people's friends and they some people's enemies. You know how that goes. MotormouthMaul is all words and thumbs up and true eyes.
8909. I'll see ya. Bye.
Well, 8909, where you going? Where you going?
Hey, 445, my Mother Nature dipping and dabbing. I'm going to get out of here. I've had my fun. I've been out here for, what? We've been out here now for about, everybody on YouTube land, radio station MotormouthMaul, waving, and they got about an hour and 15 minutes on this stage, which is actually probably a little longer than I thought this stage was going to go. Hey, 445, Radio Man, MotormouthMaul, your West Coast, under-modulated beast, got down, break.
Right here.
All right, there, Motormouth. We'll catch you later on today. And I couldn't tell you. You said your conditions are leaving. Hey, you got all these digits lit up and ain't none of them backing up.
How about that
410, 410. All right, sounds good. And also, I got to tell you, hello, they're 445 from DWL and the KY. Hey, Daddy Longlegs, are you smoking up in there, blowing up a hole in this receiver? I ain't know about that. The 445 Radio Man, I rolled your 5 and kept it all the way alive. Radio station MotormouthMaul, stepping they got down by. Bye.
Bye.
All right, there, MotormouthMaul. Hey, roll it right back to Daddy Longlegs, my good friend in the KY. 445 said, tell him have a good week.
Antenna's pointed at me. Hey, 420. Sounded good, man. 8909 SoCal, I'll see ya.
410, I heard 445 key up, and I know he was saying hello right back at you. Hey, I did not hear him, but I knew what he said and how long the key was and that it was him. So I'm rolling that friendly 5 right back your way. DWL.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull it straight back. I got the natives restless. Hey, 445. Hey, man, I don't know what you're doing over there, but you're tearing the band up. Hey, 445. I'm gonna pull it straight back. 8909 said it. I'll see you. Bye.
Ain't about.
All right, there, 8909. Hey, I ain't doing nothing. I guess it's just a Mother Nature. Hey, 8909. Hey, Mother Nature got one hand in that bucket of chicken and one hand in my hand, Dimbo.
Yeah, definitely. I think you got it right, man. You got one hand in a bucket of fried chicken. That's right. Hey, hey, 445. I'll see you around. I'm gonna pull straight back, get on out of here and get some stuff done. All right, bye.
Mother Nature.
All right, there, 8909. Yeah, I heard you yesterday said you was on a Colossal. Hey, I'm a big fan of them things, man. That Colossal is definitely talking. That's all.
Yeah, no, it's a quality ground plane. I'll tell you that. No, well, 05 makes a good antenna. I think I'm gonna have them whip me up a beam. Oh no, I'm kidding. I ain't gonna do that to you. Yeah, 445. I'll see you.
All right, there. You lighten up. Well, you'll see the Watergate. Hey, you lighten up. Almost all the digits when you modulate to get the last one, Tivo.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying, man. Oh, ouch. All right, you guys. I'll see you. I gotta be productive. I gotta be productive today. It's Monday. You know, as long as I do something today, and I get in, I get out, the rest of the week, I can dilly-dally and not feel bad about it. It's when I let the whole entire week go to shit is when I feel weird. All right, I'm out of here for this time. See ya.
All right, there, 8909. We'll catch you later on today, 445. I'll be around the radio most of the day. I'm going to spend a little time in the shack today.
All right, then, bye, you boys. Take care. So, 445 for 8909 radio station MotormouthMaul waiting for from the fingers on the top like that all the way up.
Honestly.
All right, there, MotormouthMaul. You said you was waving at 8909. 4 fingers and a thumb. Tell Bayou Boy 445 wait to him, and I'm going to be standing by reading this mail.
Yeah, 410-4. Tell 8909. I think he might have done a real good job. I ain't heard what's his name out here in a few days. Oh, I'm back.
Yeah, 10-4. I still got the gate rolling. You can, him and you and 8909 can fight it out. Hey, real good water gate on this end. 445. I'll see y'all.
410. I ain't gonna battle nothing now. I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna let 8909 have the frequency and keep that thing locked down around the Southland. Radio station MotormouthMaul stepping. I got all the way up.
Yeah, I've never seen a ground plane hold conditions as long as he does. Hey, MotormouthMaul, that old Colossal 10K, that's a real good antenna.
Yeah, 10-4, I like the Colossal 10K. I think it's a good one. You know, I'm partial to the Shockwave design myself. You know why. But I'm partial to the Shockwave design. But the Colossal 10K is a good antenna to break.
Yeah, I guess it's Jay, Mojave, or Mahop, whatever, because, yeah, in the Shockwave, I know Master Sergeant, he likes that one too, Tizzle.
Well, the story is actually different than that. Jay and the Mojave built that design first. Well, not first. He built that design for 11 meters first. Mosley built that design for a business band, 158 megahertz, way back a long time ago, long before that. And I know because I saw it in the magazine. And I thought, wow, that's a cool idea. That's a great idea for a matching network. So I reverse engineered and built the Mosley version, which turned into the Voodoo stick. And then when I thought I'd sell the Voodoo stick, I thought I'd look online and see what 5/8 wave ground plane goes for, because I haven't bought a 5/8 wave ground plane since I had my Alpha V58 5/8 wave Wilson. And so I found out that the doggone Jay and the Mojave was building an I-10K and an I-25K. And they were already the same design. He was already doing it. And I was like, you know what? I'm not a business, nor am I a company or anything like that, so I'm not going to try to compete against Jay and the Mojave. I don't want to do that. And I ended up doing some stuff with BM Technology, Chris Hope over there. And so I gave the plans that I came up with to him, and he said, do you mind if I build these and sell them? I said, I don't care what you do with them, you know. So he went ahead and he ran off with it, and he changed the name from the Voodoo stick, which is what I called it, to the Shockwave. And then he manufactured and sold the Shockwave, and I don't know if it's still being sold or not, but that's the story. That's where the Shockwave actually came from, was me. So, but Jay and the Mojave was building the Shockwave as the I-10K and the I-25K before I did. So he's the first to build that for CB radio. I was the second, but I did not take my plans from him. Now, Master Chief took the Shockwave and actually made it even more popular, and he actually made it even better than the Shockwave was. The Shockwave was being sold to keep the price reasonable a particular way, and there were some corners cut. I'm not going to say they were performance-related issues, but they were longevity-related issues, and Master Chief came along, and he fixed those things. He actually had modifications that he did, and I actually watched him modify one of them over here at the shop before he put one of them up at the break over here, and he made some really cool changes and plugged some ends of tubing and some other things that he did to change the Shockwave around a little bit and make the Shockwave even better than it was mechanically. And so anyway, I love the Shockwave. I think it's a great antenna. So anyway, I ain't going to stay keyed down too long. I know I got a doggone... Oh, no, that's not even been 3 minutes yet. That's only been 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Look at that. Now that I got no timer, now there's we go. Now we're approaching 3 minutes. I wanted to make sure that I had the fact that there was no timer. I wanted to make sure that was a useful feature. Hey, 445, Radio Man, MotormouthMaul, cruising. I got down.
All right there, Motormouth. This thing's 19, 20 minutes long, so I got to cut it off. Hey, have a good day. We'll holler at you later.
All right, well, anyway, there was a story of the Shockwave antenna. All right, we'll catch you later on 73's 445, Radio Man, MotormouthMaul, stepping. I'm shutting this one off, too.
All right, there. Thank you, Motormouth. I didn't know all the background. I sure appreciate it. It's on a Watergate. Everybody can listen. Hip-ho.
Hello, Mr. Shyster, good to see you up in there. YouTube, everybody else, Shadow Master, everybody out there from the top to the bottom on YouTube, good to see you all up in there. MotormouthMaul stepping, and I am going 10-7. Bye.